Okay, here's a little bit that might be cool to know that it's one of my favorite things about Solid Edge, really. I talk a lot about the design intent on the fly. Well, here I'm just going to put in some dimensions, and I'm getting in the view where I want the dimension to show up. So I can put a dimension like that on, and I can put, key in some sort of value. Then I'll put in a dimension like this, and put in a value, whatever. Okay, now what I really like about this is that you notice when you come over the dimension that there are these red arrows that are showing up. If I get red arrows that go in both directions, I can change this value, and it changes the dimensions symmetrically about its center. Or if I click it on, well, because before it wasn't committed, now I committed it. If I had clicked it on one end, it would just dimension that. The dimension would change on that side. Or if I had clicked it on this end, then the dimension would change on this side. But even after it's committed, you can change it. So I can make it go this way, or make it go that way, And this is the kind of thing where you don't have to get in there and screw around with a bunch of sketch relations to force your design intent to do what you want it to do. If you had dimensioned this to the side, you could still get it. You could still get it to work, but having this kind of freedom, like, okay, here you can see the not committed options. I get the arrow on one side, I click on here, that's showing up. I can run my scroll wheel and change the dimension, or make it go this way, change the dimension, or make it go symmetrical and change it symmetrically. To me, that's just brilliant. And it really gets rid of a lot of the clerical type work that you have to mess around with in sketches in order to get things to work. Now, this can also work this way. You have to give up the idea of being fully defined, because what is fully defined? It's only defined if there's something that's locked down, right? So here I put a dimension from this post to the side, and I can move the side, or I can move the post, or I can move both of them at the same time. And so here you're kind of getting rid of the idea of parent-child, in addition to getting rid of the sketch relations. Which one of these things came first? Well, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one came first. It's which one do you want to move? That's what matters. And so I think this is just a brilliant way of working with dimensions in Solid Edge. To me, it works out great. You can, there are the equivalents of taking each one of these dimensions and making them driving or driven. So, if you were to change this dimension, for example, does that force a change on the dimension between the posts? Or, what does it do? Does it move both posts? You can control all of that in Solid Edge, but having this design intent on the fly, I like to call it, it's really just a brilliant thing.